everybody, it's Paige Evans and I have a short and sweet process video to share with you today. This was a layout made for the winter 2019 issue of Scrapbook and Cards Today magazine, and it was actually the very first layout that I made using my collection with pink paisley called Whimsical. So this paper with all of the stripes of colors, I am trimming it into the individual colors, and then I'm using a pair of Fringe scissors and snipping along each and every one. So this takes a little bit of time. Just put on your favorite music or show in the background and snip away. Once you're finished trimming all of the paper strips with the scissors, I used the barcode strip found at the bottom to replace them in the same rainbow order. So I just used that as a reference, and I'm layering them up across a smooth white cardstock background. And then I created a cut file that says "Love You Tons." I love a large title along with stitching holes, and I placed it over the fringed papers and realized I needed to shift them slightly so that it would cover more of the background so they would all peek through the title. So I'm not gluing anything down yet, just want to make sure I have the spacing correct. And then I'm going to do a chain link stitch around all of the letters, and again, this takes some time. Hand stitching always does, so just have fun doing it. It relaxes me, and so with the chain link stitch, you're basically stitching loops and connecting the loops together. So going back through the same hole, create a loop, go down through the hole and up through the next hole, up through the loop, go down through that same hole, go out the next hole and up through the loop. I like using white thread to create a texture, a more textured look, and I love using the chain link stitch because it just really pops and creates lots and lots of texture. A couple hours later, the stitching is finished, and now for even more texture, I'm going to apply modeling paste through, this is an old Heidi Swapp stencil with hearts and stars and circles, and I'm only using hearts. So this layout is really all about texture, from the fringe to the hand stitching and now the modeling paste. And I'm just using a piece of scratch cardstock in the background so it doesn't get onto my table. And applying it here and there, not across the entire background because I think that would be overwhelming, so just on certain parts. There are 3 O's in this large title, Love You Tons, and I'm backing each one of the O's with a black and white photo. This is my husband's very last day in the Army and just had to be documented. Time to add the fringe paper strips to the background permanently, so I'm using thin double-sided tape, placing it all along across the top of the paper fringe. And again, if the paper strips get out of order, I'm using that barcode strip to make sure. I think I actually put 2 of the papers in the wrong order, quote unquote, but whatever. It still looks fine. It still looks like a colorful rainbow. Once all the paper strips are adhered in place, I'm going to ruffle up the fringe again to create more texture. And then adding super sticky tape on the back of the background or the page and sticking it on top. For the journaling, I'm going to write it with a pencil first around the center O. I like incorporating my journaling into the design, so around that circle. And here is the finished layout. Thank you so much for watching, and let me know if you have any questions. I will see you again soon.